I got some new stuff in. C-stands and clamps. Very important for studio photographers. Okay, so why are C-stands good for photographers? So here's a bunch of new stuff. You can see there's clamps, different types of clamps and grips. There's these pole arms, there's these what we call C-stands, and some low C-stands, and some FOBA, cockle or cocal grips as well, some arms and some mini booms. I'm going to talk through why these pieces of kit are essential to my studio. I've already got quite a lot of these, but I needed some more because on a few recent big projects we didn't have enough. So here's the C-stand, much different to a studio lighting stand. Click. That gives you a really solid base, really solid stand. You have very high extensions, so that gives me a massive, whacking, great big extension. You have an adjustable leg here, so if you need to raise up and put it on a block. Then we have a low version of the C-stand. Now let me explain what's key. These bits, the grips and the poles, are amazing. That's one of those things, and a pole. This goes on here, and then this pole goes through here, like so. Now, this is really useful for a number of things because you've got a rock solid stand with an arm, and you can use this with like these FOBA grips to grip a card or flags or various things to hang when you're doing product photography. These are really, really heavy duty grips, and you can get these and attach them on the end so you can grip things directly off your C-stand. And because of the way a C-stand is configured, it's very, very stable, difficult to tip over. You can even use these shorter, smaller ones to put on two C-stands to hold paper background rolls. They can be used as lighting stands, but they can be used a little bit differently. Let me show you. Studio light, you can fit it onto your extension arm, and now you have a usable lighting stand, either on the low C-stand like I've got here, or this could be on the taller C-stand. But on the low C-stands, this is also good because what you can do is if you need to get a light in a really low position, then you can loosen this off and you can tilt it right down like so, and then obviously just spin your light into position, and it just means you can get lights in to tight spaces. You can convert your C-stand into a mini boom arm. So I lock this. You can see I've got a great boom arm to attach to my C-stand. Notice it's got a little hook on the end here, and that's where you can hang a sandbag. So here's the configuration. Okay, so if you put your studio light on like that, it's a little bit dangerous. I mean, it's still standing up, but because it's a little bit precarious, this is where you want to hang a sandbag off the end of it to keep the balance so that it wasn't going to tip over. So now I've got a boom arm extension for the studio light to get that studio light into different positions, to get it up high. And it's a little bit more manageable than a big giraffe boom. So if I just want to get a light in over a set, but without getting a big giraffe boom in the way, then this works really well. These are fantastic for even using as mini lighting booms or for clipping FOBA clamps, the cockle clamps, which are actually, as you can see, they're curved to match the shape of the pole, so you can grip on here, foam board, black card, create flags, create light barriers, grip things on there, do whatever you want with them. That's a low stand, a floor stand for a studio light to go on the floor. This is an extension pole for that to go in there. So basically needed to upgrade and get some more of this for my studio because this we use all the time. They're figuring out how to get up there, and it's not looking too safe at the moment with that spindly little ladder. They want to get, we're looking to get a camera mounted on the ceiling for some filming that we want to do looking straight down. So I think it's going to end up in us having to buy a scaffold rig. I'm venturing outside of my studio, which is a rare occasion, because we have to go and buy a ladder to reach our ridiculously high studio roof. So I'm getting in Tim's van and we're heading to the DIY shop. So we saw this ladder on your website, or on B&Q's website, and it's a 6.5 metre one, and we want to see if we can order one, please. Is it strong enough?
Yeah. And that would probably be...
Well, we're not trying to catch jaws or anything. No luck with the ladder. They got it on their website, but they don't have it at this store, and they can't get it here either. So we're going to go and try another builder's merchant. Battery dead.
useless.
It's quite windy today, as usual, here in the Channel Islands. I think it's going to end up in us having to buy a scaffold rig. So Tim's up there putting up safety chain on the girder, because what we're going to do is we're going to try and get this clamped to the ceiling so that it hangs down to give us a filming position off the end of this rod here, so that we can attach a camera on here and then we can adjust the height. Because what we're going to do is get a plan view camera, so that when we're filming some of our tutorials and photo shoots, that our viewers can see it in plan view. This is a ballast unit for a HMI light. Now, what is interesting about HMI light is that these lights are primarily used for video, and I had to do a project recently which was video and stills, so I decided to light the stills with HMI, because one of the great things about HMI, good quality HMI like these, is that they are pure daylight balanced, like the flash tube in your studio lights. So proper quality HMI lights give you perfect daylight balance. It looks a little bit cold at the moment because they take a bit of time to warm up. So what I was able to do on this photography project was light through my scrim rolls to create that lovely soft light, putting the HMI lights through the scrim rolls, so I was able to take my still pictures and also shoot the video that the client needed.
They just don't move at all. In fact, I don't know I've got them on. That's the main thing. I don't know I've got them on. I have occasionally had to touch them to make sure they was on.
If you've got any questions about the C-stands or the camera supports, clamps or things like that, I'll be happy to answer them if you want to leave your comments below. Remember recently in one of the other vlog episodes, I showed you this new amazing super fast fibre optic line we've got put in. I said it incorrectly, it was gigabytes, gigabit. But anyway, the reason we've got that in is so that we can broadcast live from our amazing studio space, really in-depth product photography shoots, beauty portraits, all sorts of different stuff coming up. Now we are opening that up, and on Facebook, if you head over to my Facebook page, you'll see we've just posted something about it. Leave your name on the Facebook post if you're interested in getting further information about these new live workshops that we're going to be launching. Very, very excited about what we're going to be able to deliver in terms of showing you amazing photography techniques on some really specialized industry level stuff, and answering your questions live, because you'll be able to do a live Q&A with us on the workshops while you sit from the comfort of your own home. Okay, that's about it for now. I'll see you next time.
Learn photography with me, Carl Taylor, at carltaylorphotography.com, with instant access, online streaming and HD downloads. Everything you need to know from beginner to pro.
Thank you for your questions on the Q&A. Sorry that I wasn't able to answer all of them. There was so many. I'll try and answer some more in the future. We might do that session again